Pokemon's biggest Pokemon is coming to Pokemon Go, and the teaser trailer has been released from the 23rd to the 24th of August. Get ready, this is going to be sensational. So yes, that's right, Pokemon Go have just released one of the biggest teaser trailers of the year, and all of the people think and probably know that it is going to be Eternatus, and we're going to go through the reasons why it's probably going to be Eternatus and how important it was to actually get the energy for Zacian and Zamazenta, because according to what I've read about Eternatus, this thing is so powerful that it can actually stop Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon for going into those appropriate forms when it's in its super big stage. And the only two Pokemon that are able to fight it are those, yes, you've guessed it, Zacian and Zamazenta. Dudes, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Alex. Next in, it's nice to meet you. Do hit that sub, smash that like, and let's get into this absolutely monster of a Pokemon. It looks insane, and I'm sure we are just all totally excited to see how they're going to implement this into the game. Maybe we can go on a few guesses from what I've read, but I think Zacian and Zamazenta ultimately are going to be super important. So if you got enough energy to maybe make at least 3 of those, because 3 for now anyway is what we can put into Gigantamax and Dynamax raids, then I think we're going to need at least 3. Probably 2 Zamazentas now that I think about it, and 1 Zacian just for like buff, or maybe you'll need a team of like people who have 3 Zamazentas and people who have 3 Zacians, but it's basically going to be your sword and shields that are probably going to be important, because this thing is an animal. So let's have a quick little read about Eternatus. I'm probably saying it right. Eternatus is a gigantic dragonic alien Pokemon. Okay, Eternatus serves as the source of the Dynamax phenomenon in the Galar due to its power leaking out in the form of Galar particles, which is probably what we've seen with the particles in for the last 6 months in Pokemon Go. Following its defeat by Zacian and Zamazenta, 2 human youths, which in the Netflix series I think is Ash, and I don't know who the other guy is, the Galar dude. So Ash and the other dude end up finding these 2 objects, which is obviously the sword and the shield, and when all their Pokemon are defeated, they end up putting them up against Eternatus, and then Zacian and Zamazenta are called into action, and there's an epic battle that goes down because of these 2 objects. So this is like our first clue as to what we'll definitely need in order to take it down. I reckon because Eternatus has this huge form that it evolves into that has like these 5 fingers, which are supposed to actually be heads, and these 5 heads, when it's in this form, and this form is called Eternamax, when it's in Eternamax, that's when your gigantic and your Dynamax Pokemon, from my understanding, might not even be able to Dynamax, or they might go a bit crazy, or they might not work. So this is where my thinking is that we are definitely going to need Zacian and Zamazenta, and I didn't get enough Zamazenta energy, so it's going to be Zacian for me, and I'm still looking for the Hundo before I even evolve mine, but we have time. We have time to get our lucky trades going. That's why it's super important, dudes. If you're watching this video, lucky trades are going to be more available, I think, in July at the first part for the anniversary. So if you're watching this now in July, you're lucky. But if you're watching in August, not to worry. Just get your lucky trades going. Probably Hundos, Zacian and Zamazenta for this amazing event that's coming. So let's have a look at Eternatus in Pokemon Go and what we can expect. So if you don't know, Eternatus is a poison and dragon type Pokemon. It will be weak to obviously dragon types, ground, ice, and psychic moves. It's going to be an absolute animal. Its max CP, dude, is sick. It's going to be 9,255, which will be the most Pokemon by far. Like, it's going to be maxed out by, it's huge. It's 4,000 times bigger. Not 4,000 times, it's 4,000 more CP than the most CP Pokemon right now, which I think is Zacian. So this thing is going to be sick. That's Eternatus. And if I go to this guy, does it change? Yeah, that's Eternatus. And Eternatus is going to be 5,007 CP. So Eternatus is when it turns into like this thing with the 5 arms. And when it's normal, it looks like this cool little dragon skeleton looking, spinal cord looking Pokemon. I don't even know how you describe that. It's just, oh man, it's going to be so sick. Some cool things we can probably look out for in game. When Eternatus is around, like in the world, everything goes dark because it's supposed to have come down in a meteorite or an asteroid 20,000 years ago. And so I think in the in-game map, if Pokemon Go and the programmers on it, like, we're gonna have a map that's gonna look absolutely epic. Hopefully asteroids coming down in the background, everything will be dark all the time, and maybe like we'll start seeing particle energy move towards, like, this is all I guess, like, from what I've read about this Pokemon, but I have a feeling like we could be looking at one of the best maps just for that day, from the 23rd to the 24th. It's definitely not going to be very long. I'd say this Pokemon is going to be one of these ones that comes once in a blue moon, so it's going to be like FOMO times 10. You're going to have to be available to do this, have to be in a place to do this, because I don't know, nobody knows, if you're going to be able to remote raid this. Now, I would imagine you are. I would imagine this Pokemon is going to need a phenomenal amount of people to be able to do it, and I don't think that will be possible with just in-person communities. Again, I have no idea, but when you're looking at a Pokemon that's in its Eternatus and the CP is up at 9,000, you're definitely going to need a lot of people to do it. So hopefully they're working on doing something absolutely sick with the lobbies as well. Dudes, overall, there's not much more to report than that. Let me know in the comments if you're hyped. Are you ready for it? I think it's going to be sick. Honestly, 2025 so far has been absolutely insane for this game. If this game had come out in 2016 with all the stuff that's happening now, you better believe it would have taken over GTA, dude. It's amazing. But let me know in the comments below what you think. And yes, I'm as hopeful as you are that there won't be so much paid tickets for this thing. Hopefully this is something that we'll all be able to do, free to play players as well, because that's something that I really feel needs to be focused on. Free to play players need to be looked at a little bit more, especially now under new administration. Have an absolutely beautiful day, keep it goated, and always voted.